Hello everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. Hopefully there won't be any issues tonight with the live. And I apologize for the last 2 weeks that it didn't actually happen and having to take last week off. But I'm back. Hopefully this is going to be a smooth live tonight like they have been in the past before the recent changes. So let's just get started with the drawing for the cards I did on the last 2 lives that actually didn't really publish. But I used the Darling Celebration Hippo set, the stamp set and the dies, which are both free celebration choices right now with our summer celebration. So I did this cute little dancing hippo, and that was watercolored. And just the inside, just with the free celebration paper. And I do have 3 cards because I had my original sample, the one that I made during my first Facebook Live that didn't publish, and then the third one that I made during my second Facebook Live, which I don't know what happened to, but about 5 minutes of it published. And I apologize for Harry. I don't know what's up with him tonight. But anyway, let me get my tickets in here with everybody's names. And my usual little shake, shake, shake. And let me grab a ticket out. Okay. And I have Judy. Well, congratulations, Judy. I have 3 dancing hippo cards here for you. Okay. Now let me put these out of the way. Now, tonight we will be using this celebration paper. It is silver and gold specialty paper. It's 6 by 6. And does it say how many sheets come in it? 24 sheets. And there are gold striped, silver striped, gold kind of like polka dots, and silver kind of like polka dots. Which to me, I think of snow falling with these. So we will be using that as our DSP on the card. And Real Red cardstock. The Merriest Moments stamp set, which is in the annual catalog. And we will be using the metallic mesh ribbon, which actually originally was Halloween ribbon, but as you see tonight, you can use it so much more than just Halloween. And we'll be using the Simply Elegant trim and red rhinestone basic jewels, Versamark, and silver embossing powder. I don't know, I just love the look of heat embossing. It is just so pretty, so elegant. So let's get started here. I have my card pack. I have a basic white envelope and 2 pieces of basic white cardstock. They are both cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And 2 pieces of the Celebration DSP. They're both 4 inches wide. And the one for the card front is 2 inches high. And for the inside of the card is 1 inch high. And Real Red cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11. And we are going to score this at 5 1/2. And of course, we will be using the bone folder to get a nice good crease. Now this really is a very quick and easy card to make. So first we'll do our stamping on the front. Now I'm just going to place this on the front without adhering it yet, just so I have the placement for where to stamp. And whenever you heat emboss, you do want to use your embossing buddy. So that helps with any stray flecks of embossing powder from getting on your card. So just dab that on there. and I'll be using Versamark. If you are not familiar with Versamark, it is, it's called a watermark stamp pad. You can stamp directly on dark cardstock and it will create like a water effect. You can lightly see the image on the dark cardstock. It's kind of a like dewy, I would say, stamp pad, and you use this for heat embossing. It's slow drying, so you can stamp and then have plenty of time to add your embossing powder. Now, since this is a larger stamp, I'm going to take stamp pad to stamp rather than the usual other way around. So I'm just going to ink that up. And then just eye it so it goes a little higher than the center here. Just want to have enough room also for the ribbon there. And just push that down good. And it's really very hard to see the stamped image on there. But once I add the embossing powder, you will be able to see it. And as you can see, my embossing powder I keep in these plastic containers. I got them in one of the dollar stores, and I have one for each color of my embossing powder. And you always want to tap off after you put the powder on just to get any loose and stray powder off of there. And I just see a little stray one there and a little stray one there. Okay, that looks good now. And what I've done is each container, I've put a label on each one, on the front of it, on the cover, and on the spoon that I keep in it. I just keep the spoon right in the containers. Now while I have that out, we'll stamp the envelope also. And I simply just stamped Joy on the corner. So let me get my embossing buddy again. And my Versamark ink pad. And since this is a small stamp, I'll now take stamp to ink pad. And then add the embossing powder again. I find it works very well having the powder in these containers. And I just see a little stray piece there. Some people use a brush for that. I just use, as you can see, the tip of my tweezers. Okay, and I did forget to bring my embossing gun over here. So I'm just going to quickly jump up and emboss this, and I will be right back. And I apologize again for that. I did forget to unplug the embossing gun, the heat gun, and move it over. But at least it wasn't as noisy for you if I had heat embossed right here. So there is the envelope. Has anybody never heat embossed? Oh, if you haven't, this is something you have got to try. I just love when you take the heat gun and then you can watch the powder melt and take on that shine. Oh, never tire of seeing that. And there is our sentiment. So now I will simply just glue this piece of DSP to the front. And as I said, this really is a very easy card to make. And you can actually do this with, any DSP. But I think the Celebration DSP is so pretty with the gold and the silver. And now I'll get some of the mesh ribbon. I should have cut this before, but I forgot. And I actually just bunched it up a little bit. Nothing special. And brought it around here and just tied it in a knot. Let me see if I can tie it tight enough. You can see the card there. Sometimes it slips from my finger when I go to pull the knot. Oh, that is perfect. Just going to move it up a little bit. And then I used, what is this called? Simply Elegant Trim. Comes with both rolls, the gold and the silver. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this and wrap it around here. And then just tie it in a bow, nothing special. Hopefully I can do the bow with everybody watching. I know you probably don't believe me, but whenever I make these samples, sitting here all by myself, the bows come together easily. But in class or on camera, they usually don't. But that, amazingly, came out very, very good. Just going to pull the tails a little bit so I can tighten up the bow. Are you watching, Wendy? What do you think of this? I know you've started to become a pro at bows. Oh, that looks very pretty. Okay, now since I am using ribbon, I am going to put tear and tape across the back. It holds the ribbon in place. It's dual purpose, holds the ribbon in place, and it secures very well to your card. So I'm putting this all along the edges. And the one thing when you do use this, you have to be careful when you adhere it to your card because you have no wiggle room. Once you put this down, it is there, and it is there to stay. But it really is the best to use with ribbon. And I will just add a little bit of Tombow as well, just to hold that part down. And whenever I put a card front on, I always open the card. I find it easier to adhere it than when it's folded in half. And as I lean over a little bit, I apologize if I get my hair in, but I just want to make sure I can see good so it is centered. Because I wouldn't want to be raffling off a card next week that was crooked. And I'm just going to use a glue dot to hold this down in the center. That's another little trick I always do with the ribbon. Okay, and then we'll just trim these tails. Trim this a little bit. And then all that's left in front of the card are our red rhinestones to give it a little more festive look. And I think 3 is just the perfect touch for the card. And then for the inside, just going to add this little strip of DSP to the bottom. I mean, you could stamp a sentiment, but I'm just adding the pretty silver and white DSP. I just love red and silver together. I mean, you could do red and gold, but I don't know, it's just something about red and silver. And just add this here to the inside. Right way up, of course. And that, my crafty friends, is tonight's card. So this here would be very easy to replicate and mass produce for your holiday cards. So leave me your comments. You know the deal. Leave me some comments. Leave me some love. Tell me you missed me the last week. Tell me what you think about tonight's card. Let me know if you have gotten this silver and gold specialty paper yet as one of your free celebration gifts. Remember, we have just, what do we have left? 2 weeks to celebrate? Oh my goodness. Celebration ends August 31st. We do have the celebration catalog. 2 items from this have sold out already. The note cards, here we have the hippo stamp set and the dies, which I used for the last card. We have Rings of Love 12 by 12 DSP. The note cards did sell out. We have another stamp set here, and this is the silver and gold specialty paper. A sentiment set. The tree dies have sold out. They coordinate with a stamp set in the annual catalog. The Wonderful World stamp set and DSP. And then we have the free Perfect Pomegranate stamp set. That is with an order or stamping get-together of at least $300, and that is automatically added free to your order. And then, of course, we have our bonus with our sign-up right now. When you join Stampin' Up, you receive a planner, 3 notebooks, and a stamp set to use with your planner. And last week, the week before, I think it was August 1st, Stampin' Up added some items from the annual catalog as free celebration choices as well. I don't have the flyer handy to show you. I know there was some dies, embossing folders, I think some specialty paper. So check that out. Remember, celebration, free gift choices with your $50 and $100 purchases. Okay, everyone. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about tonight's heat embossed, festive, quick and easy holiday card. All right, thank you for joining me. I hope we didn't have any more technical difficulties tonight with the Facebook Live. I'll be back next Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Can't wait to craft with you again. I'll be seeing some of you this Saturday at Stampin' Bingo. Woohoo! Love Stampin' Bingo. And next Wednesday is Birthday Stamp Camp. If you have not signed up yet for either class and you would like to come, please let me know ASAP. I wish you a wonderful crafty week, and I'll see you back here next Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Thanks, everyone. Bye.